Welcome in. I'm Stacy, and today, thanks to Lumibricks, we have the King's Castle Treasury. This is set number L9105. It contains 3,209 pieces, 5 medieval-themed minifigures, a few printed elements, and of course, some amazing lights. We are Lumibricks, formerly Funhole affiliates, and as a result, you can save 10% at Lumibricks.com using code SheClicksBricks. Any other offers or promotions sent our way will be in the description of this video. Now, let's find out if it's time for you to dip into your own treasury and pick up the King's Castle Treasury for yourself. The outside details of this set are just fantastic. It really says medieval. It really says castle. Down at the bottom, we have lots of rock facing, really fun to build. Some are bigger pieces, some are smaller pieces added onto those. We have those stairs built right into the rock, and some torches out front leads right up to our beautiful wooden door. Opens nice and smooth. There's a little torch in there around the doorway, and as well a gold kind of gargoyle build. Pretty neat. The details outside, look at the gold here, some printed pieces, really nice roof peaks. And then we go up to the top where we have the huge tower, again with a light in there. Over to the other side of the roof, very similar to the banquet hall. Really fun to build with these rectangle pieces here. And then we come down to these beautiful stained glass windows. I loved building those. Nice deck around there with a railing. And we've got more printed pieces here with our banners. Turn this around and we have more rock facing at the bottom, and we have our outside connector. This will connect to the banquet hall. Fantastic. More steps built into the rocks here with a torch. And then we have our sky corridor, so that can connect to another piece. Let's turn this a little bit so that we can see from the side, and this actually does fold up. Really cool. Nice peak on there, and we've got a couple more gold pieces around the windows here, more decoration like in the front, and this is another view of that huge tower. And around to the back, there are some play features that I'm going to show you in a little bit, but I just want to take a look at the back aesthetics. We do have our battery box over here. Now that USB does stick out a little bit, so it won't sit flush against the wall, but if we use our outside connectors, that's not a concern. I thought it's interesting how there's a couple of open walls here to get right into the bottom of the set. But the back, the color is very nice and consistent. There's more of these little peaks around the top, the back of the roof, and again, that beautiful tower. There's even this peak here that really doesn't need to be there, but nice addition. And then we've got, yes, more rock facing. It's all around the entire set, and our second connector on this side. More stained glass windows, more peaks, and another full roof over here with some windows built into the bottom of this tower on this side. Maybe we can get a better peek into the tower from here where we're a little closer. It's really beautiful. So one of my favorite things about this set is that this top floor does come off. Now in the instructions, it actually shows to grab it here on this bottom post or one of these bottom posts because they're nice and sturdy, and grab under that passageway. And it comes all off in one piece. And then we can look right into the entire bottom of this set. There are quite a few rooms on the bottom of this set, so we're just going to show over top for right now, map it out a little bit. The front steps are here, so this is the front of the set. This is our treasury room with the treasure box, treasure chest, and gold bars and jewels. Then we have our arsenal room. There's some handcuffs and weapons there. Next to that is our fireplace, so we do have that grand fireplace with a table in there. The back corner is just kind of a storage area, I believe. And then over here we have our trap. So we have some gold and silver, and we have a skeleton and a snake. And then we have our passage, secret passageway. So from the trap, there's different doors that come all the way out to the side of the set. This is the very back of the set, as we can see by the battery box. So we do have this piece that slides right out. It's just the rock facing. And then our fireplace actually comes right out as well. And we can see it up closer. Just kind of see through at the fireplace. There's actually no light there, but we have a sword and a gold pot on the top and a printed piece here. And that just, you see that they've got these ridges here and it just slides right back in. And then over to the other side here, we have another rock facing that comes off. And that brings us into our treasury room, which also comes right out. Just pull on this treasure chest, and there we go. The jewels and the gold. And then if I turn this around, we've got our printed pieces and our fancy old-fashioned pen and some gold bars. Then we have our doors. So here we have a sliding door. Here is a secret passage door that rotates up, which is really neat, and takes us right through to this other revolving door that works with a gear. And that leads right to our trap room. Really well thought out. So there is just one connector on the bottom floor to attach the first floor, and that's down by the battery box and where our connector box is. But we are going to add this second floor on. Really just goes right around this railing here. And now we've got it all connected. So a couple more play features. I'm going to turn this around and show you. Do have some play features so we can see right inside this second floor. This whole piece comes right off. Nice and sturdy. We've got gold pillars there, gold bars that are actually attached to the crates so they're not loose, gold coins, some silver bars there. Really nice architecture here. On the other side, we also have this piece that just pops right off as well. And then up in this tower, we just removed this little piece. In the back, we've got a hidden treasure spot. So where we took the piece off on this peak, there's a nice ring in there with a transparent red diamond piece on top. Pretty neat idea. Down to the throne room, we have beautiful stairs that lead up, gold stairs that lead up to the throne. That was a cute little build, and those stained glass windows. We've got a couple more torches there. And look at the pattern on the floor. It actually leads right over here to the Treasury Hall. So you've got tons of gold, printed pieces, stained glass windows. There's lights built right under those gems so that they're glowing. Another treasure chest, and our stairway to go up to our other passageway. Our 5 medieval minifigs definitely look the theme. This first guy, I love his face with the lines in his face making him look older, and then nice prints on his uniform. Then we have this lady here, long blonde hair. Looks like she has some blush on her cheeks. She also has a second top piece that we have here and a headpiece as well. So I think she turns into kind of a warrior. This guy here, beautiful cape, nice beard and mustache, and he's got like banners around on the front. And then we have this guy, which I love, the white and the red in his top and the uniform. And he has a turban on. And then we have a knight. Nice prints. I like the blue in that as well. From the back, I really enjoy that there's a lot of detail on the backs of these minifigs as well on the top. The blue continues here. The next guy, look at the detail in the pattern in the top of his shirt. It's so well done. The back of the cape. And then our lady has this is the other side of both of her top pieces. That one down there as well. And then this guy on the end looks like he's got maybe a belt on, maybe some fur at the top of it, the back of his shirt. And now it's time for lights out. So we talked about the outside connectors. We've got one on each set. The set to the right is the banquet hall. So they are part of the same castle. So what we're going to do is slide these in together. Just get them lined up properly here. There we go. Oh, I moved it. Now we have both of them lighted by one battery box. Look at that. We now have a full medieval scene here with the medieval troop carriage on the left, then our King's Treasury in the middle, and our banquet hall on the right. I thoroughly enjoyed the build of this King's Treasury. The instructions and the brick quality were excellent. And look at those lights. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.